Okay.
Guys, welcome to an impromptu live stream here on the timwrite channel. We've got Stefan of the new company,
Dennison.
Dennison Watches.
Dennison Watch, exactly.
But it's not a totally new company.
No.
It's actually has some history behind it. And Stefan and his friend, who we'll meet shortly, will tell us all about what they're trying to do here with this incredible new watch company. Maybe you could show us a watch
Sure.
and tell us a little bit about it.
I'll show you a few watch. I mean,
Yeah.
this is our first initial collection
Mm-hmm.
of a few watch with a sunray dial.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, it is a very 1960 looking dial, and that's a sunray. It's green. Now we also have done a few of the stone dials, and that's one aventurine.
That's aventurine, yes.
Exactly, synthetic aventurine. So we have a few of those. We have 11 different dials.
Yes.
And yeah, it's we're relaunching this company as a it used to be a case maker world, and in the early Emmanuel, our watch designer. Well, I think you've talked,
I
right?
had a couple emails.
Yeah.
We'll also meet Emmanuel very soon.
Yes.
Guys, let us know if the resolution and if the audio is a little bit better now. Stefan was telling us about a bit of a back history on Dennison watches. They used to be a watch manufacturer for case manufacturer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They used to do cases for, again, all the big brands, Rolex, Tudor, IWC, Omega, and Dennison, Aaron Lufkin Dennison, was born in the U.S. and then and that's also the reason
Oh, he's
why
in the United States.
He's American.
Oh, and he was making
citizen.
cases for
Yeah.
Swiss watch brands.
Actually, he was born in Maine, then went to Massachusetts where he created Waltham Watch, the Waltham Watch Company, which became one of the biggest American watch company. And then from there, actually went to Switzerland, did some work with Omega, and ended up moving to Birmingham in the UK, where he spent most of his life.
Oh.
And the good thing is, we have all this history, American and Swiss, and then UK. And in the
Yes.
UK, he started the watch case, Dennison Watch Case, and that's
Yes.
where when he did all the cases, and at the time, watch case maker used to kind of dictate the designs of cases, the design of watches, because in the early 1900s,
Yes.
you didn't have designers, watch designers. I guess now this has
It was
changed.
much more difficult to make the
Yeah.
different case shapes.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
guess a lot of companies they had a movement maybe, and they just needed to case it up in something,
Yeah.
and there would be like a very cheap way to produce.
Yeah.
But you're right, and it's an important part of wristwatch making history.
Yes.
The cases, because a lot, like you said, a lot of older watches they're cased in Dennison
Yes.
cases.
Yeah.
Even it's written.
I can
on the
show
case.
you.
Yeah.
This is a old Rolex, and when you open it, it says made for Rolex by Dennison. So it's we have a very nice heritage that we kind of took as inspiration for the first collection.
Well, it also shows guys kind of your values and what to expect from a brand that's going to take on the legacy of the predecessor, right?
Yes.
And since you guys were case makers, Dennison was case maker in the past, we would expect something interesting
Yes.
in the cases, and that's why it is. What's the name, by the way, of this first model?
Yeah,
I'll flip
so-
the camera here.
Okay, so the first collection is called ALD. ALD are the
ALD.
initials of the founder, Aaron Lufkin Dennison. So we wanted as a tribute to
Yes.
launch with ALD as the name of the first collection.
Oh, that's really kind. It's
Yeah.
actually so cool because
Yeah.
you're honoring the past, the man who created this company all those years ago.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's a tribute, a homage to that person
Yes.
who did a lot for the industry. I guess he was able to, he did lots of patents and was working on interchangeable movements. Lots of history, and we can talk about that a bit later. I'll show you some pictures. Interesting. So you see on the right, you have a stone dial. This
Yes.
is Aventurine.
Beautiful aventurine dial and beautiful case.
Yeah.
We mentioned the dials,
Yeah.
the sunburst, but I think the highlight here is
Yes.
this gorgeous one of a kind case. I don't think I've ever
And-
seen anything like this.
And it's just also in terms of, it's just 6.6 millimeter. And
Yes, extremely thin watch.
yeah,
Look at
exactly.
that. Extraordinarily thin. And then the
Let me
lugs
take
are
that
underneath.
out. I haven't even.
Oh
it's
my
brand new.
God, it's brand spanking new.
Yes.
Look at that green strap, gorgeous case back, quick change strap system.
Exactly.
So-
Quick release for you can change, and on the website you can buy different types of bracelets.
And straps to customize the watch.
And I think what again, another homage is beautiful since 1874. So the company was created 150 years ago.
Wow.
And ALD collection is. So we'll have a chance to talk to our designer, but the
Yes.
inspiration is really 1960. Sorry.
Yeah.
The 60s.
Yeah. Well, what I like is that you see, here we have some of the cases that the company produced in the past. Right. This is you guys trek down through history.
Yeah,
All the
Omega,
Omega,
Zenith.
Zenith,
Yeah, it's Benson.
Benson,
Yeah, Smith.
Smith.
yes, exactly.
Is this the watches that were on the Everest first?
Exactly. So
That's original Smith.
yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So actually, it was Dennison that
Exactly.
was to the Everest.
So Sir Hilary Edmund was wearing Dennison's, Aquatight,
Yes.
and it's the his Sherpa that was wearing another brand.
Ah.
And you can see these ones here we have on that side.
You guys also made pocket watches.
Oh yeah, he used to
Same.
make a lot of pocket watches. I mean, again, a lot for Waltham. This is Dennison, and you can see here, by the way, the hands are the
Yes.
inspiration on the hands on our first collection.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I have just one
Yes,
of those? Yes.
exactly.
Oh, I see. It's again. Right here, guys. If you look at the
We
hands.
made them a little bit more modern,
Yes.
and
Wow, that's a dial. That's a stone dial.
yeah, stone dial is really beautiful.
Incredible. Wow. It's the pocket watches here. Here's some Rolexes with the Dennison watch cases. Look at this. This looks like a mini Panerai, guys, by the way, because Panerai is inspired by Rolex. There we go. That's where the cushion case came from.
Exactly.
The
yes.
Panerai.
So all those, all those cases are Dennison cases,
Incredible.
and we're proud to show that.
Very rich history.
Exactly.
In the cases.
Rich
And
heritage.
and there's some posters here. What is this?
Yeah, so that's Heron Lufkin Dennison. So he's
The original founder.
exactly,
Wow.
and here that's one of the advertising ads that he did. Again, when Sir Edmund Hillary went
Oh.
on the Everest expedition.
Oh, to the Everest expedition.
Exactly.
Yep.
And he
Reached
was
the top.
wearing,
A Smith watch
yes,
with the Dennison watch case.
exactly.
Very interesting. So at that time, Rolex was they were getting movements from Eigler,
Yes.
and they were getting cases from Dennison.
Yes.
Were they making straps or dials?
Yeah, I think they were.
Probably, yeah.
Exactly. They were making the straps and dials, and they were, I think, assembled back in Switzerland.
Oh no, actually, no. They had bracelets from some other company.
Okay.
I remember there's some history of their bracelet manufacturer. But I guess they're doing dials. Now, this is another one here. This is
Yeah, those it was just
ladies'
advertising
watches?
exactly. And these are Dennison. They made their own brand, but they ended up making just a few of those because they were so good at making cases.
Yes.
And it was a bit harder to start their own brand.
right.
And again, it's good for us because now we're making a watch case. It's a
Now
watch-
you're doing your own watch.
Exactly.
From the
Exactly.
beginning.
Yeah.
And like you should have done all those
Yes.
years ago. and didn't have the opportunity.
Yes.
Now the watch is also like it's looking very modern, but also
Yes.
very elegant. It's bringing certain whoa what it's certain.
Certain
Are they
wine.
okay? Oh, it's bringing certain like. 'Cause, there's vintage wine, right? Very 60s inspired, but modernized.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
And we'll talk to Emmanuel,
Yes.
the watch designer. I think he will give you a good. But yeah, you can see it's.
Yes. It's a very good size too.
Yeah.
It's not too big,
37.
not too small.
Yeah, 37 mil, yes, and 6
Wow.
millimeter thick.
Now, what kind of movement does this use?
So we're on a Swiss Ronda quartz movement.
Oh, okay, really nice. Yes. And look, there's a lot of like antique quartz. There's a lot of people who don't like quartz, but I'm actually a huge fan of
Yes.
quartz.
Yeah,
Because
as well.
because especially in the two-hand configuration, there's no ticking. It works
Exactly.
smoothly.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people thought maybe this is like a $40,000 watch, but actually. This is a very interesting price point where you
Yes.
guys in. Could you tell us about
Sure. So the Sunray dials start at 490
$490.
Yeah,
That's
USD.
really nice
Yeah.
price for something like this. Yeah.
And the natural stone dials start at 690.
$690.
And you get either tiger eye or malachite or aventurine and lapis lazuli. So we have 4 different types of natural stone. So it is real natural stone dials, except the aventurine, which is synthetic aventurine, obviously.
Yes.
But yeah, for 690, you get a very beautiful natural stone dial on your watch.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it could be in any person's collection. This is why I really like it because, like, there's people. We go to all these watch shows, and there's people with all kinds of watches. There's, there's FP Journes, but FP Journes. There's Richard Milles.
Yes.
And actually, like this watch could sit in the collection next to a Patek Philippe, and it wouldn't look out of place because of
Exactly.
the quality actually here. Like
And the design, yeah.
yeah, and the fact that it's quartz, it doesn't even matter. But it's also Swiss quartz.
Exactly.
And there's a place for quartz too.
Yeah.
Because
Of course.
you're talking about like maintaining the watch. If this was an automatic watch with ultra thin automatic movement,
Yes.
we're talking about thousands.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we'll be back. Okay, are we back? Maybe we'll be back. Okay, are we back? Are we
Yeah.
back? This is
Sorry.
live stream. That's
Yeah,
why
exactly.
it happens. It's nobody's fault. This
Yeah.
is just the nature of doing live stream. Nothing is prepared. Nothing is rehearsed.
Yes.
It's just we're here and we're actually up in the sky. That's but we'll show you guys where we at.
Yeah, let's go.
In seconds. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's go outside here.
We have one of the.
Let's see. Now, I'm not sure if we're gonna use it.
You wanna go in?
Maybe later. I was actually a swimmer.
Oh,
that was
nice.
my one of the earliest things I was doing. I was a coach, swimming coach. Taught a lot of kids how to swim.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but I've quit. I quit that part of my life. Too much chlorine.
Oh yeah.
I'm done with it. You know. But we were talking about the watch brand.
Yes.
How actually really well priced it is.
Yes.
And now we come up. We're here. We're in New York City. There's a reason why you guys chose to launch your brand in New York City.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people ask me why are you launching in New York? I mean, Dennison was American.
Yes.
And we wanted to come back here. We chose New York because it's a vibrant city.
Yes.
And there are lots of watch people, and I think we wanted to make sure the launch is in the U.S. But it's a U.S. brand, even if the company was in the U.K. after
Yes.
that.
Well,
So,
I think it's a really serious brand.
Yes, yeah.
Because we're located right now on the corner. Let me just flip the camera here. We're located on the corner of 5th Avenue and 57th Street.
Yeah.
This is the mecca of all wristwatches. This is where they're all sold. On this street, this is where we got, there's a Tiffany & Co., there's Bulgari, we got Louis Vuitton, but also we got Bucherer,
Yes.
we got Wempy just
Yeah.
below us, we've got Tag Heuer. We got all the big name brands.
Yeah.
They're already here.
Yeah, and for us, Dennison, again, our tagline is the name behind the names.
Yes.
So because we were associated with all
You
the
guys
big
made
brands.
cases for all of these brands.
Exactly. So it's good to come back and
it's like you guys are rising like a phoenix from the
reborn.
ashes. Yeah, reborn.
Exactly. I like. So we're reborn the brand. So we're very happy, and it's a beautiful day in New York.
I'm happy to be here for your guys' launch of this company. And in a short time that I got a chance to talk to Steven, he sounds like a really, really nice guy, really passionate about relaunching this company. Very smart businessman. He knows the watch industry, and he's making watches that I think people would be really excited for and looking forward to. Let's talk to Emmanuel, the brain.
The brains behind the design.
The brains behind the design, Emmanuel.
It's me.
Thank you for joining us. I
My
was just talking
pleasure.
to Steven.
No, Stefan.
Steven.
It's okay.
Stefan.
same
Stefan.
brand.
I warned him.
In English.
All good.
I warned him. I said I might confuse you guys, but he gave us a little bit history, about the brand and the new relaunch.
Yeah.
And you're the man that was in charge of redesigning
I do.
the wristwatches. Can you tell us a little bit about your inspiration, your process, how you came to design such incredible watches? Because I think this is a watch that jumped at me. I want one of those.
Okay, good.
In fact, if you guys are selling, I'm gonna try to order one or pre-order one, whatever it takes. I love the brand.
So what I understood from the brand, they stopped producing and they stopped existing in the 50s.
Yes.
So the ideas are coming back alive. I thought it was like super cool to launch a watch that looks like the 60s.
Yes.
60s,
Yeah, right.
70s. So it was like 50s and 60s beginning.
Yes.
And I have a long history with this kind of design because my father was the watch designer of Piaget in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, you worked with the Piaget?
No, my father.
Oh, your
Yeah,
father.
my father.
Oh.
And so I grew up in the Piaget, in this mood.
That's right.
For me to design this kind of watch was very easy because it's in my blood.
Well, it's it was an important era in the wristwatch space. Those designs are actually you timed it perfectly because the Piaget has remade their Polo.
Yeah.
Right. They brought it back, and you didn't just make the watch from the '60s. You updated it somehow and made it a little bit more mainstream and very.
Yeah, the size is different. It's more.
It looks very modern. It's old but modern.
Yeah, but it's modern. Yes and no. Maybe it's the size that makes modern, but we work on the stones for the dials.
Now, how did you guys come to the idea that you have to do the
Because
stones?
in the 60s, my father introduced with Piaget the stone dials.
Oh.
So it was like, okay, and stones is coming back.
Yes.
Every brand starting to do. So we say it's the perfect timing it's the perfect design to relaunch the stones.
Now you got some.
Ooh!
Wow. Wristwatches.
Tiger eye.
Wow.
It's brown, and the good thing with this kind of dial,
Yeah.
every dial will be different. Because it's a
Yes.
stone, so they don't have the same, veins.
The lattices, right, in the stone.
colors, so
Wow. So you could collect just these stone dials.
Yeah.
They're all going
they're all
to be different.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
unique. It's like a unique piece.
And you obviously before you put the stone, you guys line it up to make sure that it looks cool. Like this way, you put the logo right between these lattices.
Yeah.
Now it looks so nice.
Yeah, I think we need to
It's
be
very artistic.
We need to be artistic. We need to be different from the other brands.
Mhm.
So it's boring to have at 12 the brand. So I said,
Yeah.
let's do it at 4.
Right. You
that-
put the brand at 4:00.
Yeah, and that
But
will make.
what?
That will make.
Just because.
Because I want it.
Just because you wanted it
Yeah.
to. Because actually, it looks good. There's something sophisticated about it being at the 4:00.
Yeah.
It's different. It's not fun. It's trying its own new thing. And then now you got this blue one here.
Yeah.
That's the sunburst.
That's the sunray. Yeah.
Beautiful sun ray, and it's in
Blue,
steel
yeah.
on the blue leather strap. And then there's no lugs. You got no
There's
lugs.
no lugs. It's hidden.
Wow, and the crown is hidden as well a little
The
bit.
crown is hidden, and the buckle it's like
Oh, the buckle, it looks like the case
yeah, it's
of the watch.
is the shape of the watch,
It's got a Dennison written on it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
and then there is like
So really good hardware here.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then you have
Wow.
I like the beautiful scenes.
Oh yeah, let me zoom it in here a little bit. You've got there's a case back. It's got like a sunray
Yeah,
design inscribed on it. It says Dennison. Here we go. Beautiful since
1872.
1872. Quick change strap system. This is on the
Yeah.
gold DLC.
Yeah,
And how much something like this goes with the stone dial?
it's 690 US.
690.
Yeah,
Wow.
which is a really good price for a stone dial.
Especially, I mean, it was so difficult because you have a very unique sapphire crystal shape
Yeah,
to go in here, and then the dial has to match
yeah,
this type of a shape. So it's very tough to bring this whole thing together.
yeah. You feel like you have very pricey watches,
Yeah,
but at a low price.
exactly.
So
And it's good quality too. There is
the quality is. I'm very surprised
yeah.
that the thickness it's very slim, and they did a really good job.
There's a lot of like these cheaper price point brands where they actually look cheap and they feel cheap
Yeah.
in the hand. This feels really nice and really well put together. There's no sharp corners. It's designed to perfection. That's the stone dial in yellow gold. So you're saying you put the name at the 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's wild. And did you decide to go with the unique case because Dennison used to be a case manufacturer,
Yeah,
or
so
how
all
did-
the power was made on the case because he was a case manufacturer. That was the first business of the brand was producing cases for Rolex and Jaeger-LeCoultre and
Yes.
so on. So we need to be very strong on the case. So the design should have been very, powerful.
Yes, it's a statement.
Yeah, it's a
It is
statement.
really a statement watch, and it's a watch that looks fitting to be here in New York City.
Yeah.
And are you working on other cases? How do you see this brand evolving? More case shapes, or you want to focus on different dials, bringing some type of even more different stones? What?
Actually, we're working on two different cases, two new different cases, but it's the same DNA. It's the same
yes.
ad we create the things. It's the same feeling, but we have a very this watch is a very big playground. It's like we
to
can-
explore.
yeah, to explore different colors, different stones,
Yes.
diamonds.
Maybe
and
do a black DLC version,
It-
like
like
black,
this, or
black,
maybe ceramic
completely
or
black, or
something.
ceramic.
we
Yeah,
can play
there's
with diamond,
materials.
Yeah, we can play with materials.
Yes.
But still not be crazy like the big brands are doing. But just like very elegant. Still the innovation, but with elegance.
Very
And
nice.
play with dials because we can play a lot.
Oh, and I also told that the hands were inspired by the hands from some watches that Dennison used to make.
Actually,
as well.
it's not some; it's
Oh,
all of them.
All of them. All of them.
Yeah, I found out in the book
Uh-huh.
of Dennison watches they always have the same hands, and it was this one.
Oh,
was-
so you brought the hands, and they look fitting for the case.
Yeah.
Sometimes hands don't look good on the watch. For example, like Rolex had the Explorer 1. There was 39 millimeters, and when the first version of it was released, they had slightly short hands, and then they realized they made a mistake and they fixed it later on, so you got slightly bigger hands. But here, in this design, everything kind of comes together. There's no hour markers. There's no markers of anything. It's for pure design,
Yeah.
right? So you're not competing kind of with people on the mechanical parts of it. There's brands who do that, but for now, at least, you're focused on the dial, the case shape, and on the
Exactly.
artistic side of the wristwatch.
It's a mass market watch, so we need to
Yeah.
be fashion.
Yes.
We need to be fun.
Yeah, it's like
We
a
need to
fashion
be-
watch, but that's actually fashionable.
Yeah, it's a fashion watch that you can wear with a tuxedo, or you can wear with flip flops and shorts.
I would say this is also kind of for watch collectors because there's a lot of people who are like, for example, like Gucci makes watches.
Yeah.
But they go to like a white label and they get something designed. I've explored their watches. A lot of it just looks like it's not for watch enthusiasts. You could tell. Normal public, they might think, oh, it's cool, it's edgy, but this is something that's like a fashion watch, but it's actually with certain sense of style.
Exactly.
I could see this on the wrist, someone in a suit,
Yeah.
right, or in the beach clothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, did you have that in mind? Like, how did you what did you do to come up to this design? You had like iteration.
I have this view that when you wake up in the morning, you don't know what your day is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So the watch you put on in the morning could fit any occasions, from the beach to the opera.
Yes.
And I think it's very important.
Yeah, and it's like sporty and sophisticated at the same time. It's very cool. Very cool watch.
Thank you.
And I just love how you're wearing the two of them.
It's funny. Maybe it's a new trend.
You know what? And look, this is like, there's people who baby their watches like just so closely. If they get a micro scratch on it, they lose their mind.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is because they can't afford the watch they're wearing. They're chasing something that's above their means, and that's why they get so crazy about their watches. But with this type of watch, look, it's a perfect fashionable watch, and you don't really like, if you don't want to baby it, you don't have to. You could like actually have fun with it. You don't have to worry about.
You don't have to worry about
it.
You don't need to worry if you travel to London or Paris, because sometimes it's dangerous, and you don't need to worry about this. And you have fun. You enjoy.
It's a fun watch.
It's a fun
and you're
watch.
wearing it in a really fun way, like with two, and their shape lends to it. Check this out, guys. Emmanuel is dressed really, really like sophisticated, very cool, nice white sneakers, jeans, white shirt. You got some nice jewelry here. You want to tell us a little bit about what you got? I know that this is the Van Cleef.
This is the Van Cleef.
Yeah.
This is a little,
oh, that's nice.
it's a little penis.
Is that a diamond, like shaped like a little penis?
Yeah.
What?
And,
that's cool.
This is a little envelope. Some tennis band.
Nice.
The rainbow tennis band.
Uh-huh.
And this is a lab-grown diamond.
Oh, lab-grown diamond. Really?
It's really cool. It's a brand new
It's
Paris
very
record.
cool. Yeah, it looks very, very nice the way it's like looped around.
Yeah.
Very cool. See, you're also inspired by jewelry.
Yeah.
And
I design jewelry as well.
Oh.
Because it's the same jewelry, and it's something that you wear.
Yeah.
It's accessory that you wear. So.
Yeah, watch is an accessory, and sometimes.
Yes.
I think sometimes there were watches. There were like tools.
Yeah.
But I think there hasn't been tool watches been made automatic since like the 60s.
Exactly.
When that at first when they were needed, but now everybody uses computers. The new tool watches, they're just they're fashion watches. The Mariner is a fashion watch. Daytona is a fashion watch. That's all it is. Yeah.
Watches is fashion watch.
Yeah, a watch is a fashion watch.
Yeah.
Unless you're working a job and you're literally using it for the job.
Yeah,
I would say it's a tool.
It's the way you wear your watch
Yeah.
that make it fashion.
Yeah. And wearing something like this is fun. It is really, really fun watch. Hey, look at that. Look at this, guys. One more time. How cool is that?
On the Fifth Avenue
Wow.
behind.
Yeah, Fifth Avenue. Look at this. Fifth Avenue, guys.
Hello, New York.
New York City. Look at this. That's the Trump Tower right here. We've got behind us here the Louis Vuitton
The Tiffany
building that they're turning into like a big luggage stack.
Yeah.
Actually looks
It's really
insane. Yeah. Look at the marketing stunt that they're doing here, right? The entire building is... Oh, are they like renovating the building on the inside? Is that what's going to happen?
They're renovating the outside and inside, and they hide the construction.
Oh my God, they're going to be working underneath this thing.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But like...
It's so clever.
It's
amazing.
Marketing genius, Because this, a lot of people dream about having like a Louis Vuitton stack like this.
Yeah.
And then we got an Apple store over there and the Central Park. So,
And this is the Pierre Hotel.
Pierre Hotel. It's also undergoing a little bit of renovation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Plaza Hotel over there, and we're in the Amman. This was what a place!
And it's
My
like,
God.
It's like 80 degrees in
Yeah.
mid-October, end of October. It's like summer.
Yes, beautiful day. By the way, we got fall, and if you look at the Central Park, we got finally all the leaves are changing color.
Yeah.
Beautiful time to be in New York City,
Yeah.
and launch an event like this, to launch your brand. How you feel? Are you excited about the brand? What do you think? It's going to be a success for sure.
I'm always happy to make my clients happy.
Yes.
And my motto, it's like it's my goal to make my clients happy.
Yeah.
So I do the best I can do to make them happy and to have them a good business.
Yes.
It's the most important.
And I think if you guys check it out, if you have an opportunity, where are these going to be sold? Do you know?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You can go from the website or somewhere like a trade show where they.
No,
where can people order?
they will probably do some trade show, but
Uh-huh.
it's mainly on the website.
On the website, they can go right now.
Yeah.
DennisonWatches.com.
DennisonWatches.com, and you can order shipping from Monday.
Wow, is there okay? That's awesome. Shipping on this Monday.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go back inside, see a few more things, a few more kind of designs that we have, and you tell us a little bit about other stones, and then we're gonna wrap this up, guys,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have to get out of here. Check this out. The aventurine. Wow.
Steel.
That's
nice.
a lot of collectors' favorite.
Yeah.
An extremely sought after dial variant, but other manufacturers you have to pay thousands of dollars extra for the aventurine, and this giant chunk of aventurine dial too.
You have the malachite.
And each malachite dial is different, so maybe we can compare two to see how radically different. Look at this. That is so cool. See here, the pattern is going sloping down.
You have a unique piece.
Yeah, and on this one it's sloping up. That's really cool. Very cool, and you could do any combination, however you like it. But then this was the history. Now,
Lapis lazuli.
lapis lazuli. Are you? Oh
different as well?
my God! Oh, wow! I thought this was a smudge, but it's like a crack.
vein.
It's a vein going through lapis lazuli, and you guys put it like right through the centers. Very cool. And here it's like a little bit more simpler looking.
You have
Yeah,
more
like a perfect. Yeah.
metallic chips inside.
Let me see. Let me close up this one here. Wow, all these stone dials are so incredible.
Yeah.
And there's also another one in the yellow, looks similar to what you're wearing. Tiger eye. Oh, and here we go. Look at the two different kinds of eye. This one has exclusively like horizontal stratus, whereas yours has a part where it's a vertical. Wow, these are incredible.
Some of them they have like very dark lines. It's very interesting.
And the people don't get to choose what kind of dial they're
It's a
gonna
surprise.
get. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, it's like opening an Easter egg. What kind of dial you're gonna get?
You know it's a unique piece
Yeah.
anyway, so
Yeah.
you know you're gonna be different anyway. So.
It's a piece unique.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. Hopefully, this is not an ad. I'm just genuinely love the brand, and I thought it was worth introducing it to a lot of my collectors. By the way, shout out to everybody who was watching the show. Dingo Dave, Marco, Doctor, Panel Power, Time Flies, James. Good to see you. If you enjoyed, Stefan?
Yes,
Stefan,
I'm back.
Stefan, we just went through everything. We're just saying our goodbyes.
All the events where jump in front of the phone.
Go say hi.
I'll come and say hi.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Go say hi.
I'll come and say hi.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was really cool to have you. Really much.
Yeah.
It was really cool to have you. Really, really nice.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
a great,
you guys.
great person, and hopefully you learned a little bit.
We learned a
history.
lot. We learned a lot about the brand, but also a little bit about history of
And
watches
design.
and how important Dennison.
Yeah.
And it's a whole like a completely new world that I think a lot. The case collaboration.
Yes.
So
for sure.
it's awesome to,
Thank
to
you,
go
man.
through that, explain it, and I'll be back very shortly, and we'll chat soon.
Perfect.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
See you guys.
Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Let's see here. How do we end?